The governor of Michigan lives here in Ann Arbor. The people whose town got lead poisoned by that governor's administration, they live there, about an hour away in Flint. And so when Governor Rick Snyder says, as he has been saying, that the water is okay for most people to drink in Flint if they have the right kind of filters on their faucets, he's describing water that he himself does not have to drink on a daily basis. But there has been this recurring question throughout the Flint water lead poisoning crisis, going back to the very beginning when the water started looking rusty red or muddy brown or maybe kind of like really bad light beer. There's been this recurring question: would Governor Rick Snyder drink that water himself? Would he pour himself a glass of Flint's contaminated tap water and drink it himself? Will he pour himself a glass now? Now that he says the filters work, the filters make the water safe. Today at a meeting about Flint water, somebody told the governor that the people of Flint would very much like him to come to their homes and drink the filtered water himself if he feels so comfortable about it. And after this meeting today where he was told that, reporters pressed him for an answer.
There was an invitation for you to come drink filtered water. Something you'll do?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to look into that.
Rick Snyder's happy to look into that. The thing is, if Rick Snyder is going to go to Flint, popping into houses and having a glass of tap water, we actually know that it would be like him playing a game of lead poisoning Russian roulette. I mean, that's not my description of Flint's water right now. That's the description that comes from Mark Edwards, the Virginia Tech researcher who blew the whistle on the lead crisis. He's a hero of the crisis in Flint. He actually has now been put in charge of testing Flint's water. The second highest lead level ever recorded in a house in the city of Flint was recorded less than 2 weeks ago. Testing at not just a dangerous level, but testing at more than double the level of lead that is considered to be hazardous waste less than 2 weeks ago. A lot of people in Flint refuse to bathe in the water that comes out of their taps. Reports of rashes connected to the water have been so widespread, the federal government's now sent a special federal team to investigate just that part of it. The New York Times this week published a whole article just about the daily struggle of showering in Flint. How would you feel showering with bottled water for a couple years now? I mean, we're 7 months into the part of the crisis where everybody admits it's a crisis. And people in Flint are still trudging down to water resource centers to get bottled water to use for everything. But we used to wonder when the state would get it together to start daily delivery of water to Flint homes. It now appears there is no when. Home delivery is just not happening. Governor Snyder and his administration, they're not even working on trying to do that. They don't even aspire to that. Go pick up the water yourself. Don't have a car? Good luck. Flint's mayor, Karen Weaver, she started a project to start replacing all of Flint's lead pipes into people's homes. That project did get off the ground a month ago thanks to the mayor's determination. But so far, it's this little program. They're averaging one house a day. They've got thousands to go. And the state legislature is in no rush to help. Maybe a few months from now, they'll think about the funding. In Washington, D.C., Utah Senator Mike Lee just single-handedly killed a bipartisan aid package that had been agreed for Flint. He killed that on the conservative principle that if Flint gets an aid package, then everyone will want one. As for Governor Snyder, he keeps putting out big, heroic plans that actually don't solve the problem at hand and the way people in Flint are still living right now. Today he proposed tighter rules on how much lead can be in water. Rules the governor says could be a model for other states to follow and to prevent additional water crises, which is great, but water in Flint right now is testing at twice hazmat levels. And this has nothing to do with the problem in Flint. The faucets in ordinary homes are testing like toxic waste dumps right now. Governor Snyder also proposes now creating plans within the next decade for replacing all the lead pipes in the whole state of Michigan, which is also nice, but also does nothing to help Flint right now. And Flint is the place where the pipes were fine until the Snyder administration ruined them and left them spewing lead right now. He wants lots of ways to fix things in the very, very long run. But in terms of Flint getting fixed right now, just because you're hearing less about it right now in the national news, doesn't mean it's fixed. The people of Flint are still living with this thing, still not getting clean water, still not getting the lead out of their pipes.